A very welcome to everyone to our virtual pitching event of the first Swiss Turkish Startup program. We are all very exciting to have you here, and I would like to directly give the word to our Consul General, Mr. Töni, for the welcome speech.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Dear jury members, dear participants, I'm very honored and privileged to welcome you all at our virtual platform for today's competition of the START program. As the preparatory works for today's event have been quite intensive from all parts, I'm very keen to see the start of this exceptional event today. But before that, some words on our respective startup landscape. In Switzerland, every year, thanks to technological build-up, around 40 new companies and 40 startups are established. This makes the country ranking second in the Global Entrepreneurship Development Index. On the European continent, Switzerland is met at the top of the sector due to the outstanding performance of opportunities for startups, process innovation, and high growth. In the area of artificial intelligence, Switzerland is home to world-renowned universities and research institutes. This proximity to cutting-edge research is one of the reasons why we know tech giants run their AI research from here. In relation to this relation, the country is home to the highest number of AI patents worldwide. This underlines of investments in and pursuit for innovation. In Turkey, 550 new startups are created each year, with $488 million in angel.
Sorry, Mr. Töni.
Yes.
The connection is really bad. Now it's better again.
Okay.
Maybe we can continue. Yeah, we can continue now. Just I will let you know if it's not working anymore.
Okay, but thank you.
Let's try again. Thank you.
So I repeat that in Turkey, 550 new startups are created each year with $488 million in angel venture capital funding between 2010 and 2018. The country is the largest startup hub in Southeast Europe. Private corporations have become active players in the startup ecosystem, organizing and sponsoring a variety of events, contests, and accelerators to support the establishment and growth of local startups. With the number of investment funds, the level of investment is expected to reach $200 million annually, enabling Turkish startups to become even more competitive on the global stage.
Sorry again, Mr. Töni.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's not really working. We can't hear you clearly. So maybe I suggest to give the word to Yasemin, if that's okay with you.
Maybe I can just finish.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now it's better again. It's
okay, it's maybe not so stable.
Yeah, maybe you can continue. Thank you.
Thank you. I would like just to say that Turkish tech startups have stepped up to participate in the global artificial intelligence race. The country's process of formulating a strategy that boosts research in the field. The Swiss Turkish Startup program aims at connecting two startup landscapes of Switzerland and Turkey to foster an exchange of know-how and innovation and open doors to relevant stakeholders for candidates. Our program is here to enhance synergies, create additional bridges between our two countries, and set further milestones. We are looking forward to getting to know the excellent work and ideas that you will present today in this competition. I am sure that we will have a thriving session. I thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Töni. Now I hand over to Yasemin.
Dear Consul General, thank you very much for your opening words. In the beginning, it was a bit difficult to understand, but at the end, it was right fine. Thank you very much. A warm welcome also from my side on behalf of the Swiss Business Hub Turkey and the Swiss Chamber of Commerce in Turkey to all distinguished guests, especially to the pitching startups, the jury members and the viewing audience. Once again, thank you very much for supporting our first edition of this Swiss Turkish Startup Program. We are very proud to announce that we received numerous applications and pre-selected the 10 best startups together with Global AI Hub, Amazon Web Service and Kiratsu. Before we begin with the pitches, I would also like to take the opportunity to introduce the jury members. The panel of judges consists of well-known names from Switzerland and Turkey. With degrees from ETH Zurich, MIT and Polytechnic Institute of New York University, Doğan Taşkent currently is supporting Mentors Network Turkey at corporate entrepreneurship projects, Atabay Pharmaceuticals and Fine Chemicals as director responsible for technology and innovation. He listed several startup projects, mentored several startups, has been involved in establishment of startups and worked with a lot of technology transfer offices and offered over hundreds of seminars. Mehmet Yıldırımlı, former head of Swiss Business Hub Turkey, just returned to Zurich as Senior Regional Marketing Manager EMEA at Switzerland Global Enterprise, and with MBA from Bocconi, Milan and Lyon, as well as a Master in Art and Design from Basel. He developed a big interest for economics, innovation, science, and art and design. His specialty is to connect players, SMEs, startups, especially between Switzerland and Turkey. Selçuk Boydak is a serial entrepreneur, company builder, and investor with a particular passion for artificial intelligence. He's founder of a number of fast-growing companies in various European and Asian countries across different industries. His current focus lies on AI education and AI talents. Sandra Tobler is an entrepreneur who worked in the IT space for many years. She worked for IBM in various international roles. And in 2018, she co-founded Futuret together with 2 PhDs from Technical Leading University at Zurich. Then Nicolas Bührer is since October 2018 Managing Director at Digital Switzerland. He's a passionate entrepreneur and startup investor. Entrepreneurship at Zurich University of Applied Science integrates all startup activities at the university and is a contact point and information center for prospective startups and for members of the university who are interested in founding a company. Matthias Filser is head of Center of Entrepreneurship. Mehmet Onarcan is an entrepreneur since 25 years. He is an accredited angel investor and mentor, did 19 startup investments. He's founder of Mentors Network Turkey, dedicated to develop the innovation and startup ecosystem in Turkey. At InnoSwiss, Marcel Hofstetter, he's responsible for the internationalization programs for startups. He tailors the programs to the startup needs to maximize their impact. As former startup entrepreneur, he experienced firsthand how enriching and important early internationalization can be. And last but not least, Gizem Özbayraç, with degrees from Middle East Technical University and Birmingham University, has been working as Roche Pharmaceuticals business and agility leader since 2019 and plays a key role in the company's adoption of innovative and agile processes aiming to offer better and faster solutions for more patients. I don't want to take up any more of your time and will now give the floor to my colleague Felicitas, wishing you a pleasant event, exciting pitches and interesting insights. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yazavin. Now we start our pitch competition, but first let me explain how it will work. So each of the 10 candidates will give a 3 minutes presentation, followed by questions from our jury. The pitch competition will determine who will be the four finalists for the grand finale of the Swiss Turkish Startup Program. So without further ado, let's get started. First off, we have Emre, the co-founder of Agrovisio. Agrovisio is a Turkish startup that provides accurate, up-to-date and customize data and forecasts to the agriculture sector stakeholders. Welcome, Emre. Are you here?
Yes, thank you for a nice introduction.
Thank you. So the floor is yours. Sorry, one second. We just have to start the timer.
Can you see my screen?
Yes. Perfect. I will let you know when you can start.
May I go on?
One more second.
Okay.
I will tell you. Okay, you can start now.
Hi, I'm Emre, co-founder of Agrovisio. We monitor agricultural production in 40 million hectares via satellite. Today, I will tell how we save millions for agribusinesses, as we did for Turkish Minister of Agriculture and Cargill. Mustafa is a procurement manager. His company may be buying sunflowers to produce oil or wheat to produce flour, but it's tricky, especially nowadays. Climate change increases unpredictability in agricultural production. Unpredictability causes price fluctuations, and price fluctuation kills agribusinesses. To fight against price fluctuation, Mustafa needs to understand production. Like other 2 million agribusinesses, he needs continuous, reliable macro-scale information from the fields. So he sends his team to visit fields, but even with the greatest efforts, he can only monitor a small area. To help Mustafa, we monitor all farmlands field by field. With our patented AI, we detect what is being grown in each field, measure crop health, estimate yield amount and harvest time. Just subscribing to our platform, Mustafa reaches up-to-date observations without visiting fields. So he can estimate price trends and protect his business against price fluctuations. We doubled our sales in 2020, and this year we nearly reached last year's revenue with over 300 users. Crop monitoring market is estimated to be 4 billion per year and will triple in 5 years. In such an emerging market, we of course have great players. Our killer feature lies within our patented crop modeling algorithm. We provide earliest season analysis, so customers are the first ones to know the insights. We go beyond observation. We also give actionable insights for production. Agrovisio has 3 co-founders. We worked over 8 years together in military defense industry. We have global patents in machine learning and computer vision areas. Our team also includes agricultural engineering experience and even an active farmer. In the beginning of 2021, we received our first investment from startup Wise Guys. Currently, we are raising 100K investment to triple our growth for next year. With the investment, we will double observation area and speed up sales in Europe. If you are interested to be part of our journey, please connect with me. Thank you.
Thank you, Emre. Perfect timing. Thank you for the terrific pitch. And now let's get the jury members in here to join us. Hello, everyone. What are your questions to Emre after hearing his pitch? So I think the first one was Gisem.
Yes, thank you, Emre, for the presentation. My question is about the market reach potential. What is your marketing strategy about reaching the end users, which are farmers in this case?
Actually, we are using 2 different strategies. First, we are joining with different providers, for example, banks or fertilizer providers, seed providers. So we reach out to their network together with their product. We add our product as a new data layer into their product, or we can directly serve with our web or mobile platform to their networks.
Thank you.
So I've seen Nicola has raised his hands as well. Nicola?
Yes, thank you. Hi. 2 questions, please, Emric. What is your target market? I'm not sure about this one. Is it Turkey, or in which direction are you going later on if you go international? And my second question is, where are your IT people? Are they in Turkey too, or do you have any other nearshoring or outsourcing helps you are using?
Yeah, let me start from the last question. We are, with the investments, we moved our headquarters to Estonia in the beginning of 2021. And we currently have a branch in Italy. Until the beginning of 2021, we have been selling our product in Turkey. But now we have started our first sales in Europe. Our beachhead market in Europe will be Italy, Spain, and United Kingdom, which we have a great good network in there, so we can easily scale in there. We are currently having our tech team in Turkey because in Turkey there are lots of great engineers. We are working together as a team, so we are adding some more technical people into our team members. We have recently have 4 more team members in last 6 months, so we're growing. Our tech team will be based in Turkey.
Thank you for this nice pitch and the Q&A session. So we'll move on to our next candidate. Now it's time for Nesrin. She is the CEO and co-founder of BIMcrone. BIMcrone is a building information modeling software developed by Epicrone Technology. BIMcrone develops software to help reduce the expenses of the construction industry with real-time monitoring, reporting, real-time data, and process optimization. Are you ready, Nesrin? Okay, we need 1 more minute, sorry.
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I am.
Perfect.
Okay, I am. I don't have a permission for share screen for now. Yes. Yes. Are you
Perfect. Yeah, we see your screen. We just need 1 more second to include our timer.
Okay.
I will tell you when we are ready. We are ready? Okay, perfect. You can start your pitch now.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Nesrin. Good morning, firstly. I am here today to talk about our solution, BIMcrone. Okay. BIMcrone is cloud-based real-time project management solution for construction project, but not for the only construction industry. I will tell the details. Why we are focusing on the construction industry project? What are the conditions of challenges of the industry? Huge amounts of documents are created every step of the process. The sector is multidisciplinary and requires a substantial budget and complex cash flow and management. You have to manage many different subcontractors also. There are strict contracts and procedures. Statistics show us the unproductivity rate is 47% in the industry and wasted time is 35% per employee. That means almost half of the effort in construction sector is wasted. With BIM-Cron, we create digital twins by connecting 3D plans, schedules, and cost quantity information at the early stages of the project. Parties can reach all of the component details in real time and impact of change on the other components as well. We mainly focus on traceability and archiving in 3 important stages. We are offering different functions in different phases and covering all of the life cycle of buildings. This is an example of screenshot of our executive summary report. Important information is displayed on one page. With BIM-Cron, more than 20% increase in profit and 35% increase in productivity is possible. Our final target is create a BIM-Cron platform. What is the platform? The platform is the ultimate source hub for construction and property data. We are collecting all this information on single platform and also connect other smart city services and applications. These technologies are located on our roadmap. Let me mention some keywords: open banking, rescue plan, smart contract, security and big data, BIM, building information modeling, digital twins. It's very important keywords for us. Blockchain is critical for customer trust, and we will use AI for optimization projects and create better projects and cities. For the first year, our business model is B2B. This is our high talented team. The founders have more than 60 years experience. I am computer engineer. Sinan is a construction engineer, civil engineer. Hakan coming from sales expertise. To sum up, construction industry as the least digitalized industry, and there is huge potential for the digital transformation. And also many sectors need this collected information in their projects. We are dedicated to create solutions for above mentioned pain points. We are working for smart cities and sustainability for all of us. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Thank you so much, Nesrin. That was really interesting. Jury, what questions do you have for Nesrin? Someone raised his hand already. Gisam again.
Thank you, Nesrin, for the presentation. You have mentioned a couple of high-end technologies in your proposition.
Yeah.
And those require quite an infrastructural investment. What is your approach on the ROI that you will bring with those technologies, with gaining from the inefficiencies caused by the constructions?
Actually, we will use AI, for optimization of construction projects. I completed a construction project, but if I change something, I can create more efficient buildings, more efficient, example, carbon emission filter. How affects my plan, the results? I will use AI for that, and I will use blockchain for actually create trust from the customers.
Thank you.
Am I clear? Or
yes, thank you, Nes.
Okay, so we got a question from Marcel. Marcel, do you want to state it here?
Yes, thank you. I have actually 2 questions for you. So the first one is, what is your USP, unique selling proposition, or your key differentiator from the competitors?
Actually, our competitors we have a few competitors, but with platform, there is not actually real competitors, because we are focusing on construction projects to create data, and we are on digital. On construction industry, there is no any tool to cover all of the life cycle. We are trying to create a solution to keep construction projects data and to use that data for smart cities. It's our unique proposition.
Okay. And the second question is related to your business model. How much of it is like scalable, and how much in percentage is services or consulting services?
Actually, most of we don't have a consulting invoice. We are because we are cloud solution, and we are creating account for customers, and it's on. And after creating account, it's okay. It's SaaS, completely SaaS solution.
Just maybe a follow-up here. So how much do you need it to customize to each individual customer?
We don't make any customization for customers. We don't make. Yeah, because they need only IFC, only 3D model, and they can import the program Vimcron. It's very easy. There is no any customization.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Have a nice day.
So we will move on to our next contestant. Next up is Dilek, Chief Sales Officer of the Swiss startup. It's a Turkish startup from Gens Technology. Gens is a biotech research and development company developing novel diagnostic solutions for complex diseases like cancer and COVID-19. Dilek, do you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Perfect, yeah. So I will tell you when we are ready for the pitch. Give us some more seconds. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Can you share your presentation? Du siehst ja auch nicht, oder? Dilek, do you hear me? Okay, one more second.
Hello.
Okay, so we hear you again. Can you share your presentation? Perfect.
Can you see me?
Yes, we see you. We see the presentation, so you can start now. Good luck.
Hi, this is Dilek Akili from Genzi Bio. Genzi was founded in 2017 with the idea of disrupting the diagnostics industry. Our mission is to make health information accessible for everyone by building affordable point-of-care systems. We received several research grants from Ministry of Science and commercially legalized 4 diagnostic kits by Turkish Ministry of Health. We secured large distribution channels in the region and established research collaborations with scientists from prestigious universities such as Harvard and Brown. We have a highly skilled interdisciplinary team with a successful entrepreneurial and academic background. Our technical team consists of biologists, chemists, biomedical, genetics, electronics, computer and mechanical engineers, and researchers who are authority in their fields. Currently, there are many pain points in the industry. First of all, the lab testing requires expensive machinery and infrastructure. For the hospitals that use central labs, it takes long to do specimen packing and transportation. For each patient, there is too much paperwork. And if we come to point-of-care tests, they are not versatile, accurate, or affordable. Our solution is condensing multiple point-of-care systems into a single platform. Genzi Pro is built to make health information accessible for everyone around the world. Our ELISA on a chip point-of-care brings lab-comparable accuracy while enabling low cost of ownership. Our reader device gives the result in minutes. You can take it anywhere with Wi-Fi, do the testing where it matters. It's fast, easy to use, and all reporting done automatically. So technician doesn't need to do so much work. And it takes just 5 simple steps to use Genzi Pro. During our clinical studies, we got really good results, 96% of sensitivity and 99% of specificity. Our Genzi Pro platform has many advantages like mobility, user-friendliness, speed, and higher accuracy. The market that we are aiming for is going to be $78 billion in 2024. We set the steps to accomplish what we aim for. We want to make a difference. We want to disrupt the diagnostics industry. And at the end of the day, our tech is going to have profound impact on human health. But it will take additional capital and manpower to accelerate this innovation and disruption. So I would like to invite visionary investors and experts to join us to transform the healthcare together. So it's done.
Thank you so much. Great pitch. Now let's give the word to our jury members again. What question do you have prepared? So I see a question from Nicola. He has raised his hand.
Sure. Hi, great pitch. Very well done, Dilek. When do you start selling the product, like going to the market? What is the roadmap about that?
So actually, we are selling the product as research use only right now. We are developing 20 devices and 100,000 test chips. And this is going to be like a pilot for us. We will get feedbacks and then start ramping up the production. And we are in the process of CE-IVD certification right now.
Thanks.
Great. So there's also a question from Selçuk.
Thank you very much. Dilek, what is your go-to-market approach? How are you going to tackle the growth opportunity?
So currently our investor, so we have an investor and a strategic partner, A1 Life Sciences. They are one of the biggest IVD distributors in the region. And they have like more than 200 vendors. So we will go with them at first. So we secured large distribution channels currently, but also we will work with some UK companies right now. We are actually in the process of establishing distribution channels. So we will go with distributors, and in some senses, we will go with work as B2G, so we'll work with governments.
Marcel has a question as well.
Yes, can you please comment on your IP situation?
So we applied for a patent currently. Yeah, so we are waiting for the approval. So it will be a patented technology.
And this is owned then by the
Yes. Yes.
And what does it cover?
It mostly covers the chip. So actually our like secret sauce in the chip technology. The immobilizing the proteins and the process of manufacturing the chip.
Thank you for all your answer and also for your pitch. So now let me introduce to you our next candidate. Aykan is the co-founder of the Turkish startup Kenda. And Kenda is an AI-based video analytics platform that helps manufacturing plants increasing their efficiency at manual production lines by creating data from laborship activities. So Aykan, are you with us?
Yeah, let me open my camera.
Great.
Okay.
Perfect.
Hello, everyone.
We see you now.
Perfect. So let me share my screen. And let it go.
Oh, is the timer? Timer is ready as well. So the floor is yours.
Okay, perfect. Hello, everyone. My name is, sorry for this situation, but I don't know,
yeah, we see your presentation now. Can you do it on full
I
screen?
had a problem about the full screen right now, and everything gone crazy. Sorry about this.
No worries. No worries.
I guess it's
Kannst du den
probably
Timer?
because of.
We will restart the timer again when you're
Perfect.
ready.
Thank you very much. Sorry. So, okay. I
Perfect.
guess
Now it
it's
looks
ready to
great.
go.
Yeah.
Okay. So, hello everyone again. My name is Aykan Ekici. I'm co-founder of Kenda. Together with our team, we have been developing computer vision solutions for the manufacturing industry for more than 10 years. And during this time, we witnessed the development of Industry 4.0 technologies in the field. And we realized that these technologies focused on automation, not people. A study projected that 375 million jobs will be lost to automation. Why? Because industry can gather data from robotics and machinery, but can't gather data from humans, since they're not a digital assets. If you can't measure it, you can't improve it. That's why all these 375 million people will lose their jobs to the automation. In the age of digital transformation, engineers use a simple stopwatch for gathering data from manual processes to improve them. And obviously, this is not enough. Kenda is the first tool for truly gathering critical data from the manual production lines by using AI-based video analytics. We are transforming the methods of productivity measurements and improvements. Our customers simply upload a video of the production that they want to analyze. And Kenda automatically gathers cycle time data of each process, as you can see top left corner of the video. And then it detects anomalies and highlights the parts that need to be improved. No code, no installation, easy to use. And we are solving a big problem for the $12 trillion market. We have completed more than 10 POCs in 3 months, and now we are getting customers. And our business model is really simple. Our business model is distributorship, and the revenue model is a yearly subscription. We have serious competitors, but they all use hardware to accomplish these tasks. So we are offering a fully cloud-based solution that is completely focused on time and motion study. We recently closed a seed investment round with a valuation of 2.2 million euros, and now we are targeting to enter the global markets. Thank you very much. If you have further questions, happy to answer them.
Thank you for the interesting presentation. Great slides as well. So now I'm curious what questions the jury has for Aykan. So I see one raised hand from Gisem.
Yeah, thank you, Aykan, for the presentation. I wonder, have you told about, or when in your POCs experimented the GDPR and people on the recording giving approval for the evaluation? Is it a known and notified recording, or if not, is there GDPR issues?
Yeah, a great question. So first of all, we are not using any personal data. We are fully focused on the change on the product. So we don't even need to see the operator. And we also have a blurring option. Kenda automatically blurs operators in the videos. So there isn't any kind of GDPR violation. And also what we have focused on here, not the operator's performance. We are focused on the productivity of the process. So we are not punishing or rewarding the operator's performance. We are fully focused on to analyze the process at the manual assembly lines.
Thank you.
There is another question from Mehmet Onarkan.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the presentation, Aykan. So I've got 2 questions. The first one is, so can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Super. So the first question is, which market first you are going to tackle? And then there are thousands of distributors, right? So what will be your criteria to select them?
Perfect. So right now, we targeted automotive industry because it's the biggest industry, and they really interesting with our solution. And then we are also working with Arçelik very closely. So home appliances industry is also our second target market. And the electronics market has very lots of manual production lines. So also the electronics industry is our in the list. And about the distributor, so every country has Kaizen and lean production consultancy companies, and we targeted those consultancy companies as a distributor. So they have already existed customers in regionally, and then since we are a tool for Kaizen and lean manufacturing process, we are perfectly matched with those Kaizen and lean production consultancy firms.
So now I also want to give the word to Mehmet Onarkan. He also has a question.
Yeah.
Hi, thank you for the presentation. I partially get an answer to my question, but who will be your distributors? Can you name your channels that will take you to the market?
Yeah, actually, do you know the do you want to know the specific name of the consultants?
No, not of course not. Only what type of companies do you think will be willing to sell your product, or what type of companies can reach your target market?
Yeah, so there is consultancy firms fully focused on Kaizen and lean manufacturing. Those are our target distributors.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Aykan. So let's move on to our next candidate. His name is Michael. Michael is the founder of Rebus Labs. Rebus Labs is an IoT solution provider for cold chain and regulatory compliance automation for healthcare, food, and telecommunications industries. Are you here, Michael? Can you hear me?
Hi.
Perfect, great. So can you share your presentation with us, please?
I cannot while you're sharing. Hold on. I cannot start screen sharing while the other participant is sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go. Perfect. Shall I start?
Yes, the timer is ready as well, so we can start now.
Perfect. Hi, my name is Michael. I represent Rebus Labs here today. So we are an IoT company focusing on cold chain optimization and management. I think the origin is going to be quite clear for everybody. Due to the recent pandemic, there was a big problem with the vaccinations as well. And almost all sorts of vaccinations require cold chain or frozen chain or cryogenic. And we provide a turnkey solution to manage all of it. It's a regulated environment. We have somebody from Roche, they will know it best. And it requires constant management and audits by the different parts of the government. The current market approach is either done through data loggers or site visits or barcode RFID readers. Instead of that, we provide a real-time system with immediate intervention and theft protection and actionable audit train and automated compliance. We have several products in the market. Specifically, Modus is what we're going to talk about today. And there's a significant amount of competition in the market as well, mostly on data loggers again. The vast difference is that we provide a real-time information. Our strategy is to provide a turnkey solution. Since the cold supply chain management is a continuous problem, we deploy our physical devices, we connect them, and then the customers can manage and easily engage. This is a sample customer view of our Synapse Cloud platform. It allows multiple well, it allows the track and trace and operational visibility for customers, as well as compliance for the government entities. So it has online reporting tools as well. We have a 3-tiered business model. We call it technology as a service. We provide the hardware, cloud, and the entire infrastructure as a whole, as a service. So it's either personal, business, or an expert. So the personal one are usually the pharmacies or small hospitals. The businesses are, well, pharmaceutical manufacturers or say, warehouses, wholesale distributors. And the experts are usually big FMCG companies because they have tens or hundreds of thousands of fridges. I focus on Switzerland here. So we have a couple places in Bern that we have deployed already. The FMI Hospital Group and the SRO Group, they use significantly their products in their hospitals, pharmacies, and their ambulatory services. Furthermore, we have a partnership with Salesforce to market and sales our products in mostly in the US and some parts of Europe. There was also another talk we had in the Swiss MedTech Expo about this. As you already know, this is a big deal currently. And we have had several grants through different parts of the investment groups.
Great pitch, Michael. Thank you so much. Now let's give the word again to our jury members. What questions do you have prepared? So I see Gisam has a question for you.
Yeah, thank you, Michael, for the presentation. You mentioned the Swiss market potentials. Are you considering markets like Turkey, where the MOH actually owns the hospital systems and family practitioner cold chains? Okay.
The reason why is because we currently focus mostly on DACH region and Turkey. I mean, we basically manufacture electronics. We have costs in USD or EUR. And the Turkish government usually only buys in liras, and we cannot have a competitive pricing there.
Yeah, that was why. Thank you.
So Nicola has also a question for you, Michael.
Sure.
Michael, how much fund have you raised so far, and how much would you like to raise in the next 2-3 years?
Actually, we have raised about 200,000-300,000 from the investors, but recently we were ranked #1 in European Union as the Horizon grant. So we have been awarded as a consortium, we have been awarded 10.4 million euros. And there's another second project that we were also awarded with 1.8 million euros. So we are funded. We will just take one investor outside, who's a fantastic guy. We've been working with him since Mass Challenge over the past 2 years. And he will be the only investor that we will add on top of it. And then we already make sales too. So we have enough income to grow. We think about making a Series A in about 2 years once we have more market capabilities in not just only Switzerland and Turkey, but also in at least in the DACH region plus US maybe.
Cool, thanks.
So there is also a question from Marcel.
Yes, thank you. Michael, can you also monitor other parameters such as humidity?
Absolutely. So basically the way that we design it is that we have an IoT hub. It supports any kind of sensors. It can be, we already track temperature, humidity, movement, light, vibration, pretty much anything that there is to measure physically. We can measure it and transmit it to the cloud and process with, we can also customize it for specific customers. So currently we're focusing on healthcare, but previously we still do work with FMCG companies. So in Turkey, we have customers like Unilever and Danone and Sırma, and they want to trace their fridges and how much stock that they have, and there are other things that we can do with them.
And what's the role of AI within your solution?
It depends. For example, for this energy company, we use fast Fourier transform to work on a frequency domain. And then these devices, we have sensors that monitor the power consumption. So in the frequency domain, we can say that, for example, a certain device will be breaking in the next month or so because of a specific how do I not get technical? Because of a specific graphic. And AI does that. It's also the same for the fridge, breaking off a fridge or a problem in the temperature area. So these are all managed by the temperature measure. So we first get the data, analyze it, and then we have a supervised learning model. So it gives an idea.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much, Michael. Chala is getting ready to give us the 6th pitch of the competition today. Chala is the founder of SenseMore. SenseMore is a technology company that provides predictive maintenance and condition monitoring services through the sensors of IoT devices they developed. Are you here? Can you hear me?
Thank you
Perfect.
for your introduction.
So can you share your screen, please, or your presentation? 1 second. Okay, now it should be possible.
I'm trying. Is it okay?
Great. Yeah, looks perfect. 1 more second. We include the timer. Okay, now you're good to go. Good luck.
Hello again. I'm founder and CEO of SenseMore. SenseMore is an end-to-end and plug-and-play solution with components specifically designed for machine health analysis to detect and predict failures. Our platform operates in predictive maintenance, condition monitoring, and quality control process in 6 different countries and trusted by many prestigious companies. Machine health is a significant point of continuity of production. Manufacturing defects and false maintenance strategies result in machine malfunctions. Unexpected costs occur because of these malfunctions, such as $22,000 per minute and more than $50 billion every year to industry, and it is just for automotive. Currently used condition monitoring systems are heavy, hard to use, inefficient, and expensive. Also, handheld terminals are being used as a solution and they need skilled staff to operate. They are wired and do not let continuous monitoring and remote measurements. We analyze machine health with AI-backed and cloud-based software and hardware. We offer end-to-end solution to the industry. Every industry has different needs. Our experts analyze and decide for best solution. Thanks to our modular architecture, we satisfy most cases. Then AI generates automated root cause reports about problem and warns users via various integration channels. Right now, sensor sales and software subscriptions are how we create resource for our growth, and it goes really well. In the future, we aim to evolve our model to a platform for maintenance subscription, working with local maintenance service providers and let the companies operate without maintenance personnel and without having stock. Predictive maintenance is one of the fastest growing market among related fields of IoT due to high cost of downtime and lack of qualified employee. Our founders are young and passionate like the rest of our team, and we have both technical expertise and field experience. We are fully dedicated to record a remarkable exit and make you hear SenseMore once again. Thank you for your listening and ready for your questions.
Thank you so much for the great presentation. So now it's time for our Q&A session. Shuri, what questions do you have for Chala? Selçuk has one.
Thank you very much, Chala. What about your go-to-market approach? How are you going to expand your product in the market?
We are building our distribution channels. We are talking with Tech Data and Arrow right now. They are both biggest distribution companies in the world. So that will be our main strategies, and working local service providers about maintenance and vibration measurement. That's our strategy.
Great, thank you so much. There is also a question from Gisem.
Hi, Çağlar. Thank you for the presentation. My question is about, you mentioned a couple of different sectors and different types of manufacturing, and the sensors, I guess, differentiate due to the production type they operate in. So is your solution customizable? If so, is the cost manageable for reusing or reproducing for different customers, different sectors?
Yeah, customization begins with the hardware part. As you say, every industry needs different physical conditions. So we have, that's why we have 7 different hardware, and they have also accessories like tachometers or electric current measurement unit or etc. We are customizing to satisfy needs. Then it continues with the algorithm. Every customer or every sector needs a different type of criteria. Then we are customizing to satisfy their analyze and prediction needs.
Thank you.
So we give a total solution.
Yeah, thank you.
Mehmet Onarkan has also a question for you.
Thank you for the presentation. Have you received any investments up to now?
Not right now. We have very much funding from competitions. The Big Bang was one of them, ITU Big Bang. And we have a European Union funding. We have a company in Poland also, accelerator called Brink. Totally 1 million Turkish liras we received from competitions, but not any investments.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And there is also a question from Selçuk.
Çağlar, have you gone for any collaborations with big software companies that are specialized in process optimization modeling, like Celonis, or the bigger ones like SAP? Yeah. What do you think about that?
And not SAP, but also it is another distribution channel for us. We are making partnership with digital transformation companies like Koç System. They are using us a part of their total solution. They are integrating with their ERP or CMMS softwares. That's kind of partnerships we make, but not the biggest ones.
Thank you so much. Now we move on. Next up is Govinda, founder and CEO of Smartelio, joining us from Switzerland. Smartelio has developed a cost-effective, easy-to-install monitoring solution to better monitor the performance of solar systems and ensure rapid maintenance. Welcome, Govinda. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Great.
Thank you. I'm gonna share my screen. Yeah.
Perfect. So give us 1 more seconds for the timer.
It's okay now?
Yeah, looks perfect. So you can start now.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm Govinda. I'm a CEO founder of Smartelio. We are the doctor for solar plant, making solar panels greener using IoT and intelligent software. And we're based out of from beautiful city Lausanne in Switzerland. So do you know that solar plants across the globe are getting sick, and solar companies are replacing the panel as soon as their performance goes below 5%? And these are underperforming panels are end up in landfills. So according to PV magazine, 10% of global e-waste will be solar panels by 2050. It's really a very alarming e-waste issue for us. So what we have done, we have developed a cost-effective technology. It's this sensor, which can go to the panel and identify faults and prescribe steps to increase the life of the solar panel. It's based on edge computing. So every sensor has a little brain, and it can take decision itself based on AI. And then again, we have a cloud platform, which is where we run a lot of physical models based on physics. So we use physics, and then we put AI and ML to make it more accurate predictions. And what we do is we provide actions on the site to solar plant operators to take action. So we run a survey-based model to improve the plant performance and reduce e-waste. So if you start from the left-hand side here, we have our clients like SIG. It's a Geneva-based solar companies, BKW, or 40+ companies globally, from India to Europe to US. They are the solar IPP. It means that they sell their solar energy to grid or direct customers. Our customers over the last 1 year have gained 10% or more revenues. And of course, we have decreased the waste of solar panel. Our solution actually enhances the performance of the solar plant, so it pays for itself beyond the financials. And I think these two comments are important from the customer, that the analysis of Smart Helio can provide insights into solar plant previously not available at all, or if only with an on-site inspection, one of the customer. Another customer, Smart Helio detected faults in few days, which took us months to identify. It feels like magic. And I think that's where we live on, like really doing a customer-centric services. The Turkey market is super interesting. It receives 7.5 hours per day. And just the statistics that if you just fill 1% of land of Turkey, you can meet all the electricity demand of Turkey. So that's really very nice place where solar can grow. And we can already see bottom graph that solar has grown quite nicely, almost at 7 gigawatt. That's around 7 billion market. So thank you. Let's make solar panel greener and healthier. I'm looking for your support to enter into MENA market. And yeah, please wear a mask and get vaccinated. Corona is still here. Thank you very much. I'm ready for question and answer.
Thank you so much, Govinda. Really interesting pitch. So let's hear from the jury. What question do you want to ask Govinda? I see one raised hand from Selçuk.
Govinda, thank you very much. Also very purposeful initiative and business model. So I have two questions. One about your go-to-market approach. How are you planning to expand the business? And secondly, I haven't understood yet how you are precisely avoiding waste. So based on the product features, how can you avoid waste, minimize waste? Thank you.
Right. The first one is go-to-market strategy. So there we have divided market into two categories: big companies like BKW, Total, Shells, and the retail companies, which are smaller rooftop companies or utilities companies. For smaller companies, we partner with monitoring companies. So there are a lot of monitoring softwares already available, and we put our diagnostic and AI software on top of it. So they act like a distributor and they sell it to it. So that's one. And for big companies, we do direct sale, which is a long sales cycle of 1 year, but we just go directly because they need customized service. So that's the go-to-market strategy. We are also targeting companies who are globally presented, not locally presented. For example, Total is our customer, but Total has plants everywhere in the world. So we work with them in Paris, and then they take us to different areas. So that's the idea. Now, on the precisely how do we avoid e-waste? So what has happened that when a solar plant is getting sick, but the solar prices have gone so down that the operator doesn't care anymore, and he just takes out the solar panel and remove it and gets a new one. And it is a real problem, because if you just see from the money point of it, of course it makes sense. But then if you just take care of those solar panels, which are not have sick, actually, if you've detected the sickness before, they can keep performing till 25 years, not within 10 years. So that's the logic here, that we can push the limit that solar panels can live for 25 years with good predictions. It's really like human being, if you are able to predict the disease before among us, we can do something and we can live longer. Same with solar panel. If you are able to detect the diseases in them, like degradation, failure, connector failure, they're like 40 plus kind of thing, then you can make them live long, like 25 years. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Is there any more questions from the jury members? Let me check the chat as well. No.
Core competence of the team.
There is one more, right? Yeah. From
Yes, thank you, Govinda. Could you briefly, thank you, pull up the slide again and explain the core competences of your team members?
Yeah. So I'm myself serial entrepreneur. This is my second company. We have Naomi coming from Deloitte. She helps in administration and finance. So we are the leadership team. Then we have management team coming from India and US. These are the guys coming from solar industry. Then we have data scientists, again, coming from We have EPFL and HSLU research, which we are running there, but also Fraunhofer. That's one of the big centers for solar. And we have, these are the key members, and then we have around 12 members more on top of it, working on different domains. We're comparatively young team, so I'm the oldest with 33 years old. So we complement with wise men and women. So they are coming from Credit Suisse, Cleantech Alps, Mehrburger, one of the OEMs from Switzerland. So we have Peter, Eric, Walter, Sarah from France, and Shalini. So that's how we work together.
Do you have any hardware engineer also in the team?
Yes. So we have 3 hardware engineers, both on the hardware as well as the embedded systems. So that's doing the coding. Yeah.
Thank you.
And we have a patent on the mesh communication, how these sensors communicate with each other to detect the fault at the edge level. So that's the patent we have.
Thank you so much, Govinda.
We have another question, I think.
Yeah, we only have 3 minutes for the Q&A session, and we ran out of time. But thank you so much. And we will move on to our next contestant.
Thank you.
Hasan is the CEO of the Turkish-based startup Tarabios. Tarabios is developing a mobile device that enables patients to monitor their blood coagulation time at home. Do you hear us?
Yes, but I cannot share.
Yeah, give us 1 second. You will be able soon or in a sec.
Is it visible now?
Great, yes. Now it's full screen, perfect. The time is ready as well. So you're ready to go.
Okay, hello. I am Hasan Ürey, CEO of the Tarabios company. So we are developing Labona chip-based blood coagulation monitoring device. We can call it medical IoT device. So the problem is patients using anticoagulants or blood thinners need to test their blood coagulation levels frequently, at least once a week. So if it is not monitored, there is a thrombosis or bleeding risk for those patients. So currently they have to go to medical facilities for regular testing. You know, due to coronavirus, it is risky to go to medical facilities nowadays. So solution, we have developed a platform, medical IoT device, we can call it. It is a mobile device getting a small amount of blood, 6 to 8 microliter. We have a disposable cartridge able to measure blood coagulation parameter, PT, INR, anytime, anywhere. Then there is a mobile app for patient version. It will transfer results to the medical facilities. And the USP of our system, we do not select any patient. So we do not, independent from blood parameters or medicine patient using, we are able to measure precisely with lab quality INR levels. So we have a competent team, over 50 years of medical device sector experience. Our inventor and chief scientific officer, Professor Hakan, over 50 patents and 5 startups spin-offs already. And I work over 30 years in multinational medical companies like Siemens, Toshiba. We have validated our result after proof of concept and minimum viable product with 160 patients and compared our device with hospital, Roche and Siemens devices. So our system showed higher correlation than Roche and Siemens devices compared to laboratory results. So market is huge and growing. $1.8 billion per year was last year. And due to Corona, especially 7.2% average growth rate expected for the future years. And our business model, profit and sales coming from disposable single-use cartridge. We plan to start selling sales next year, first in Turkey, then DACH, German-speaking countries, then whole Europe, and after FDA, US market is our in our target. We have two competent partners from Germany for the cartridge and reader development, and we plan to move our headquarters next year to the Germany. So next year sales starts. After year 2023, we will create positive EBITDA and will reach 100 million euro turnover in 2025. So we are looking for 3 million euro investment for sales and marketing especially. And we received 2.8 million euro seed investment, stage seed investment, enough for this year and next year. And also 1 million euro grant so far received from European Union projects and also TÜBİTAK local government. Thanks for the moment.
Thank you so much for the interesting presentation. So now I'm curious what questions the jury member has for Hassan. So there's already one question from Gisem.
Thank you, Hassan. Especially appreciate financial projections, having that in your presentation. I have to add, this is interesting. I want to ask, you mentioned you are considering B2B and B2C,
yes,
where the patients need to be interacted. Have you had any discussions for a device regulatory approval? And my second question is, do you envision integration to the enablers because all the test results are integrated there?
We already contacted. If they will allow us, we will be part of Koç Healthcare Cloud Network, cloud platform, in Turkey. And enablers, it is not open for the moment, but we are trying to connect. We will be ready for any cloud application all over the world to transfer our data, of course, with patient consent.
Thank you, Hassan.
You're welcome.
There's also a question from Selçuk.
Thank you very much, Hassan Bey. I'm interested in the go-to-market approach. How are you going to realize this amazing growth that you are forecasting in your financial
projections? This is the biggest challenge in medical market, So we have already interest from two big medical distributors from Europe, one from Germany, one from Italy. There are also interests from laboratory chains based mostly from Germany. They are widely available in Europe, and they like to use our device for remote testing especially. These laboratories doing also drug development, and these patients has to come to medical facilities, so they like to carry out these tests on site at home with the patients. Some more, of course, CROs are interested, these clinical research organizations, and also some corporate partners already interested. Once our device will be ready, it will be more crystal how to distribute.
So there is another question from Nicola.
Only 35 seconds. I'll make it very quick, Hassan. I know Felicitas is looking on the time. Hey, when do you start the revenues in 2022? You want to make 1.5 million.
Yes.
Is it from the beginning of the year? Is it the last quarter? How confident are you will start next year?
Yeah, it is. Device will be ready in Q3 this year by German manufacturer. Q4 will be registration and CE process. And beginning of next year, we will start selling in Turkey. So we do not see risk on that. And second quarter, we plan to start sales in European Union, only German-speaking countries in the beginning.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Hassan, for your presentation and the answers. So now let's move on. Let me introduce to you our 9th startup.
Thank you.
Murat is the head of business development of Tarentum. They empowered renewable energy plant owners with artificial intelligence to maximize the revenue they generate from their assets. Murat, are you here?
Yes, I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, great.
So you will be able to share your presentation now.
Yes, I hope you can see my screen.
Yep, It's looks
Okay.
really good. One more second, we will just install the timer. We are ready to go. So good luck to your presentation.
Hello, everyone. My name is Murat Yılmaz. I am head of business at Tarentum Energy. And prior to that, I have 15 years of wind industry experience where I have worked at leading wind turbine manufacturers. At Tarentum, what we do here is we use artificial intelligence and data science to maximize revenues generated from wind power plants. Tarentum was originally founded in 2017, 4 years ago, as an AI company. Company has been working on renewable energy sector since founding, and now Tarentum Energy is moving on as a standalone company. The wind energy sector has experienced a rapid growth over the recent years. Total installed wind capacity has worldwide has increased to 750 gigawatts by the end of 2020 compared to 2010, which was only 200 gigawatts. It has more than tripled in the last 10 years. While the capacity is rapidly increasing, it is becoming more challenging to maintain the healthy profit margins. This trend can be explained by following 3 reasons. As wind energy became mainstream and gaining more share in electricity consumption, which is approximately 6% of the total world energy mix and 16% of total Europe, the subsidies have gone significantly lower, which results in lower revenues for wind power plants. With the increasing installed capacity over the years, accumulation of older wind turbines in operation is also increasing. Assets over 10 years old will peak next 5 to 10 years. The aging assets will result in more downtimes due to failures, which will negatively affect revenues from the wind assets. In summary, we are looking at a rapid growing market operating at lower revenues, and so there is an increasing demand for more efficient asset management. As Tarentum Energy, we are bringing artificial intelligence to wind energy. Our WindSuite platform focuses on 3 main areas to increase revenues from wind power plants. Predictive maintenance module uses artificial intelligence and machine learning tools to analyze high-frequency data to predict equipment breakdowns in advance to reduce downtimes and maintenance costs. Asset management module boosts turbine production by detecting inefficiencies in the systems. For example, using data science tools to plot power curve profiles for each turbine and point out any underperformance, or using trend and benchmark analysis to detect anomalies. And with the production forecasting module, we help the owners to better predict what their plants will generate tomorrow, saving them from paying high penalties. The customers can access these modules in WindSuite platform, which we are offering to our customers as a subscription-based service now. We are now engaged with leading energy companies, including multinational JVs, and we are supporting more than 50 plants, totaling around 3 gigawatts of installed capacity. And here you can see our core management team who share the same vision for the renewable energy and bringing their global perspective and expertise to the company. And so this was all. We can move on to the Q&A now.
Thank you so much. Great timing, Murat. So let's see what questions do the jury has prepared for you. Let me check. Jury, is there any question for Murat? There is one question from Dogan.
Hi, thank you very much for the presentation. What are the financials? You say you have multiple customers, and what is the financials would be interesting.
Right now, we are generating around $300,000 revenue for a year. This is the realized revenues from 2020. And now we are looking for, all our customers are in Turkey now, but we are now looking for global expansion this year.
Thank you so much. Is there another question for Murat? Yeah, there is another hand up. Nicola?
Murat, can you say a bit more regarding financials about the unit economics, how they are developing, cost? I mean, yes, some interesting unit economics for the growth. How do you see that?
You mean the pricing of the business model of the product itself, or the company?
No, more the relation between the, the revenue, the margin, and the marketing and acquisition costs.
Yes, we are now working on a B2B basis. We are directly approaching the wind plant owners in Turkey, and it is a fairly small market, I can say. Right now, all our contacts have grown organically, so we didn't have any acquisition costs in that regard. All our customers, we had a direct one-on-one relationship on the B2B basis. But we are looking for, in the global expansion, we are looking for more marketing and also higher acquisition costs, of course.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. There would be time for one more question.
Murat, can you briefly explain how it works? Do you have to install any hardware on the plants itself? Or how do you attack?
No, the good thing with our system is actually we are utilizing the SCADA data that the turbine already generates. Normally, this data is flown to the wind turbine manufacturer, and they do the analysis. We do this analysis on behalf of the plant operator and asset manager. So they can use the same data that is generated by the wind turbine, and they can make a meaning out of it.
And how do you get this data?
This data is the industrial SCADA system, so either with an OPC system that's flowing the data to us continuously. Also, we have different methods, but the data is there and it's generated, so we just get this data from SCADA systems.
Great, thank you so much, Murat. Now it's time to meet our last candidate. Veysel Sinan is the founder and architect of the Swiss startup Virtual Eye Technologies. Virtual Eye Technologies offers the first scientific risk scoring platform in the world to make sure each risk is being seen before being insured. Veysel Sinan, do you hear us?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Great.
Okay.
So you should be able to share your presentation now.
Yeah, just 1 second. Can you see screen or small one?
Yeah, but we don't see it in full screen now.
1 second.
Maybe you have to switch.
Yeah.
We don't see your presentation now.
It's just coming. There's something technical going on wrong.
Yeah, you have to deactivate the presentation view, presenter view, sorry. You have to deactivate the presenter view in PowerPoint. No worries, we have time.
One screen, it will solve the problem.
So we can't see your screen now. Okay, now it's.
Can you see the screen now?
We just see a white screen.
I have no idea because I'm sharing the screen as normal. Now?
Now, perfect. Great.
Great.
Looks really good. So the timer is ready as well, so you can start your pitch now.
Sure. Thank you very much. Hi, everyone. I'm founder of the Virtual Eye. Our story starts like this. One day, people will not believe we used to insure risks without inspecting them first. I have been in the industry more than 17 years in AIG, Marsh, and Excel, Captain AXA Excel. And when I realized this problem, I was the former chief underwriting officer of AIG, and I realized that only 5% of the insured locations were insured based on real data and inspection data. And 95% of the risks are insured just based on the client's declaration. Therefore, as an insurers, we have just an idea of the tip of the iceberg, and the rest are insured just on good faith basis. It doesn't make sense. And how we solve this problem? This is ultimately the problem stems from the lack of an easy to use, standardized and cost-effective solution to make data available for all players in the insurance industry, resulting in only 5% of underwritten risk being supported by actual data. And current way of calculating risk is manual, time-consuming, and getting risk inspection reports are expensive and difficult, especially in remote areas. How do we solve this problem? First, Virtual Eye platform is trying to increase that visibility from 5% to 100%. And we establish a global network of surveyors and marketplace and reducing the need for in-house risk engineers to travel to property, which makes remote inspection flexible and cost-effective. The easy-to-use technology infrastructure also allows less technical users to get risk information from each insured location by using just smartphones through the industry-specific forms and standardized data entry. Therefore, we managed to democratize the risk underwriting process across the globe. And advanced algorithms transform this standardized data into AI-backed risk analytics so an underwriter can quickly calculate accurate and fair pricing for their risk exposure. As we scale, Virtual Eye platform will become more valuable as we gather additional data to improve algorithms continuously. Just imagine, when was the last time you pick a rotten apple from the grocery shop? You never do that. Therefore, we just open the eyes of the insurance industry and enable them to see each and every risk before they insure. Immediately, without sacrificing the profitability, they have a sustainable growth potential. And the market is huge as insurance industry. And with the untapped market that we managed to develop, with cost reduction and the seamless process, it is around $85 billion annually recurring market. And once we created this company, there were no one in the world. But now there are some copycats based in the US, but still they are far away from our advanced AI algorithms and managed to digitize 100% of the portfolio. Once you solve a fundamental problem in the most simple way, immediately you get a market traction. Therefore, top reinsurer in the world, Swiss Re and Berkshire, third reinsurer in the world, are already our customers like other ones. We 6x growth our number of inspection compared to last year. It shows the best proof of the traction. The business model, B2B SaaS, and we have a land and expand strategy. And finally, I would love to talk about that financial area. So far, we achieved 1 million annual recurring revenue recently, and we are very confident that we will hit 1.6 and 8.8 million in the following years. The team, I built up a team that is around 7 years minimum that I know, and from different countries, from MBA, from Columbia Business School or undergrad, or from the business life. Overall, Virtual Eye is the independent, most sophisticated AI-based risk solution tool for insurance, create fair pricing for everyone. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much. Now let's give the word to our jury member. I see there is already a raised hand from Gisem.
Yes, thank you, Sinan, for the presentation. Very interesting. My question, especially if you look at Turkish markets and insurance, the majority of underwriting still initiated by agencies, especially for automobile and the housing. Do you plan the uploading of the photographs and confirmation be the continuation of agency upload, or do you aim the customer willing to insure their products or cars or houses be uploading? Because it's a fraud issue as well, whether the photos are authentic and before the claim accidents happen.
We always check the GPS data and the mobile device and also picture verification. Therefore, mainly it is pre-risk side of the Gizem Hanım, but we do not eliminate the middleman in this picture, especially the ones who are really close to the clients. Therefore, agents and brokers are our best clients because we are empowering them with the lack of technology and know-how. Therefore, they have a chance to compete the global players. In fact, we are the existential threat to Marsh and Aon type of brokers, because with us, local agents and brokers can beat their global competition, leveraging their own relations and we bring the technology to the picture, and we link them to the global carriers in the global scheme. Therefore, Virtual is a gateway between the local ones who holds the relation and global ones who hold the know-how, and we are digital gateway to bring these two critical parties into picture and avoid all unnecessary transactional costs from the picture.
Thank you very much.
So there's another question from Selçuk.
Thank you very much, Sinan Bey. You have very big names in your client reference list. How can you scale them up beyond a piloting stage or POC stage?
Yeah, in fact, it is, none of them are in POC stage. All of them are paying stage. We passed through the POC stage last year. And based on mainly, we have only one limitation, which is the resource. Otherwise, these are global agreements, and we are deploying the technology based on the immediate needs in the countries. As an example, for Swiss Re, the first country that we deploy in the South Africa, and then scaling up there across global markets wherever they have a weak position. Therefore, we are strengthening their position against their competition. So it's pretty easy to scale up. It is B2B SaaS, no integration requirement for any legacy system, because simply a chief underwriting officer designed the product. Therefore, it's exactly fitting what the industry needs.
Thank you so much. So the time for the Q&A session is unfortunately over now. Thank you so much to all our startups. It was really interesting to hear your pitches, and we have now hear from all our 10 candidates, and we will soon find out who will be the last 4 finalists for the grand finale of the Swiss Turkish Startup Program. So now I would like to give the word to Eda, Director of the Swiss Chamber of Commerce in Turkey.
Dear Festas, thank you very much. Dear jury members, their startup companies, they are all. On behalf of the Swiss Chamber of Commerce in Turkey and also the Swiss Business Hub Turkey, I'd like to thank you all for joining us and participating in our virtual qualifier today. I want to share a citation with you. How long does it take you to prepare one of your speeches? Asked a friend of the 28th President of the United States, Wilson. He said, if I am to speak 10 minutes, I need a week for preparation. If an hour, I am ready now. Preparing a startup pitch obviously requires a lot of time. However, a 3-minute pitch will make it even more challenging to grab the attention of the jury, of the audience, and make them understand what your startup is about. So first of all, I'd like to thank and congratulate our 10 startup companies for their great presentations, for their hard work and ambitions. I am pleased to see the enthusiasm and passion of these startup companies in the Swiss Turkish Startup Program, culminating in today's pitching day, where you got to showcase your innovative ideas. Different than initially planned, the winners will not be announced at the Swiss Days in September this year. It has been postponed to spring 2022. Nevertheless, we are very happy to say that the winners will be revealed during a cocktail reception in fall at the Swiss residence in Istanbul. Before I conclude, I would like to thank and recognize some of the people who made this entire event and project possible. Of course, special thanks goes to our 9 jury members, especially for sharing their valuable evaluation with their expertise. They are Doğan Taşkent, Mehmet Yıldırımlı, Selçuk Boydak, Sandra Tobler, Nicolas Bürer, Matthias Filzer, Mehmet Onarcan, Marcel Hofstetter, and Gizem Özbayraç. We are very grateful to Roche Turkey, Nestle, and Tektaş for their generous contribution to the Swiss Turkish Startup Program. We would like to thank also to our supporters, of course, who helped us a lot in making this event a success. They are Amazon Web Services, Boğaziçi University Technopark, BTM, Cyberpark Bilkent, Galata Binzalas Angels, Garage Innovation Hub, Girişimcilik Vakfı Turkey Entrepreneurship Foundation, Go Global, Headquarters, Hierarchy Forum Türkiye, Collective House, K-Works, Prive PR, Startup Market, Startup Ticker, Teknopark, Turkish Airlines, Work Up by Türkiye İş Bankası, and finally 212 Venture Capital VC. I also want to extend a huge thank you to our partner, Global AI Hub, who have been supporting us from the beginning of this project. Thank you so much for all your hard work and help. It has been an absolute pleasure for us working with you. Thank you for being such a fantastic partner for us. I also would like to hand over our small gifts to our jury members. We donated to WWF World Wildlife Fund in your name, and thank you again for your great support. I would like to conclude by wishing the startups good luck, and we will announce the 4 finalists in a few hours on our LinkedIn platform. Please follow us, Swiss Chamber of Commerce in Turkey, and also Swiss Business Hub Turkey on LinkedIn. We once again thank you all who made this event a huge success, and we look forward to your active participation in our coming sessions. Have a great and healthy day. Thank you.